Young, you have a blue tag.
Blue tag, okay.
Don't follow the colors because it's you might not come out right. So I'm just doing a quick demonstration. Okay, thank you. So you use a blue tag for masking. Because it's not oil based, it doesn't really dissolve and eat into the blue tag because it's water. So it saves a lot of time. Don't you know to cut masking tape, man? You spend 2 hours cutting masking tape to stick and
Doesn't it damage your painting?
no, it doesn't. You take out later, so you can see. You don't leave it on too long. Yeah, so you don't leave it for 5 days and 6 days and all this. Okay, I'm going to. Alright. So again, same thing. So I'm going to add a bit of red. Okay, the red is to make it look a bit more, give it a bit of a brown, dirty tone. So I add the two complementary colors together. They give you like an olive drab tone here. Yeah. So if you don't want the paint to dry up too fast, you just cover it like that. You can put in the fridge. 2 days later, you still can use it. You know, you got your color mix there.
Have you had any trouble with this paint?
What sort of trouble?
I know that there are special paint for airbrush.
Yes. This is okay. You can see there's no problem actually. Okay, this paint is good for general application, but not for fine work. Fine work, you have a lot of problems with fine work, you know. So. You can see it's very environmental friendly. The reason why the brush is a bit like this because this is a very old airbrush from Yong. Yong has not used it for a long time, so so I don't guarantee that the same thing will work for your airbrush. It's a 15-year-old airbrush. 15 years.
16.
16. It's like, just a bit of brown.
Most of painters use white color as a prime color.
Yes.
But as I know, you are the only one people use black as a primer.
Actually, no. Fantasy artists, fantasy wargaming.
You are not the
I'm not the first one. No. I cannot claim credit for not mine. I use what is useful, and I take and I apply.
Who is the first one?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just like Bruce Lee, you know, his style of fighting is like you take a bit from here, he take the best out of everything, and he make it himself. So, think for painting or anything, you have to take the best out of everything. What you think is the best, you take, and then you think this is no good, this is good, this is no good, this is good, and that becomes your personal style, you know. Because this is how I like to paint, you know. So I show you how I like to paint, but I cannot tell you that you must paint like this, no. So you see, okay, maybe certain parts you don't use the airbrush, it's okay, you know. But certain ones you still use white, and so it's still alright, you know.
Then if I paint the skin of female woman,
Yes.
then the skin is very white or clean.
Yes.
Then if you use this method,
Yes.
you can paint the face
Yep.
of woman.
Yes, you can. Maybe you can change a different tone. Maybe you don't use black. Maybe you can use purple or brown, you know, or some other color. So it's more or less there. So all this, the rest of it, you can actually use. You can clean up using the paintbrush and yeah.
In your book,
Yes.
after you apply the prime color,
Yes.
You did dry brush. What is the difference between that
Okay,
method
dry
and-
brush is faster. It's faster to see. It's faster. It's more for beginners. More for beginners. You know, if they don't, it's very difficult to talk about blending when you don't even know how to use dry brushing. And if you have problem dry brushing, then you know, then you're able to master dry brushing. Then slowly you start to move on to actually control the color and do blending. And slowly you start to take away, you know, throw away the dry brushing. So it's like a training. It's more for like training, you know. So dry brushing, you can use the same. You can use the same principle. Okay? I'm going to use dry brushing. Okay. A lot of people don't recommend it, but okay, I'm going to show you how to use dry brushing and still, you know, get good effects at the same time. So we're all familiar with dry. Okay. So again, you see how I test the color condition. So you make sure that there are no streaks, you know, it must be very smooth. You should be able to pick up the detail on the paper. Then dry brushing is not go hard, but so go slow first. You just check first. Okay, if it's too wet, okay, we all know this, right? You see? This is for hammer modelers and figure painters. You can see there's a very nice contrast here. Okay, you can see, notice my strokes, they're very light. You don't like really, you know, I don't really work in like that. I'm going very light, you know. Okay. Right. Okay, if you use Umbros, you're not going to get this effect. Okay. Those Umbros, right? The oil, sometimes if it's too wet, what you get streaks and glossy patches and a lot of problems. So I'm going to show you something with very high contrast. Okay, I'm going to just add a bit of bright yellow. I'm going to clean up the color. You can see I always test it on the black, you see? And I always see how always test the condition of the color. You must always test the condition. You can see it looks like pastel chalk now. Okay, and I'm going over with the green.